What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite channel. Today we've got a very fun one for you. This is Lightwave Logic, ticker symbol LWLG. Last time I reviewed this one, the stock went on a monster tear. I had predicted that offering was coming. That was back in September. Fast forward, there was some dilution in December. So based on the data and facts that are presented each time I review a stock, especially this one, I think my analysis is somewhat spot on. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this one. I've got some good and some bad for you. I think first and foremost, the very good, if you're in this stock, it looks like, and you can't see my mouse, right here, this is the most volume this stock has ever had. If there's ever a chance of this stock getting back to $20, I think it might be during this run. And I'll continue to show you why I think the stock might be able to get to all-time highs, just given this volume data here. Also looking at some technical details. So we'll get down to that in a little bit, but there are some other things that we have to consider that may prove that this company needs a little bit more work other than press release. So $7.61 as of this recording. The market cap is $1,110,000,000. $1,110,000,000. They do, 100,000 in sales, but they're spending $20 million a year. So that's not a good look. If you are getting 100,000 in sales but spending 20 million, you need cash. They did that offering in December. They got about 34 million. So they're good for 2026. But I believed when they did that offering, they did not need the money as they did. And I mean need as in like a business need. They did it. I think it was smart that they did it, and I think they should do it again once the stock gets to 20 plus, in my opinion. They could do it now as well. They have 34 million in cash, almost 35 million, very little debt. Gross margin negative 1,972%. That is pretty insane. But when you look at it, you're spending money to make 100,000, but you're losing 20 million. So of course that gross margin is going to be very ugly. So this company is not profitable and has a long ways to go. 145 million shares outstanding. That number does continue to grow every few years. There's 8.6% short on this, and I feel bad for those who are shorting, but I do not as well because they are getting absolutely crushed. They might get absolutely crushed moving forward. The quick ratio is a 31. Typically, we want companies with a 1 or above. This essentially means that if they had to close their doors tomorrow, they'd be able to pay off all their debts, notes, loans, IOUs, 401k matching, PTO days that haven't been used, etc. So let's go ahead and dive in a little bit. Dip air. And let me move my head. I'll just go here, I guess. All right. So just looking at a high level, surface level review just on the daily chart, there's a gap. There's a gap right here. So if the stock does happen to come down or there is some major capitulation, I do expect $5 to be tested. I do expect that to test some traders as well. So watch for the $5 close here. Overall, the stock is consolidating up, which does help us in the long term because this is a nice consolidation over several months. So that is a positive. Looking at our weekly here, again, you guys can't see my mouse. Still can't see my mouse. Okay, huge volume here. Look at this volume. Cup and handle, essentially. You got your left cup, right cup, the handle, the explosion. It's breaking above all the SMAs. This is fantastic. But on a weekly basis, it is still down overall from the highs, meaning all of these levels should be tested. Because let me walk you through this really quick. I'll move from forwards to backwards. Look at how these candles, and my mouse is still not there. These candles tested this 200 SMA right here, rejected, rejected, rejected. It's perfect support. This candle came above and fell through, rejected, rejected. Great resistance. The stock tried to break up twice, got rejected, and then coming down here, this stock perfectly played this 50 SMA, acted as resistance for this candle. This candle acted as great support, and then it was off to the moon. So if in a perfect scenario, maybe this week's candle goes down and touches the 200 SMA and then moves back up, that would make it it would close the gap and make it look like a more credible run, if you will. And then look at how these candles are respecting the SMAs right here. Just beautiful rejections. We have some support, breaking up support, and then rejection, support, rejections. So the candles play the SMAs very well. And when we see this week's candle right here just bolstering through, it shows that the next levels to beat are going to be the tops of these where there's been prior support and resistance, which we will discuss here in a moment further down. Looking at our monthly chart, it's been very volatile since 2021 right here. You can see the stock went from about 81 cents to 20, and then, I'm sorry, below 81 cents down here, and then consolidating into a nice bull flag and then explosion. And it's just been heading down ever since. And then now we've got this monster. Look at these monster candles right here, just absolutely ready. So I think if $20 was ever a target, it's now. We've completely blasted through the SMAs. I think this one could run for a bit, but there are some other things to consider once the music stops. So looking here, again, the market cap is 1,110,000,000, 100,000 in sales, negative 20 million in income. They do have 34 million in cash. Essentially what that means is for 2026, if they can continue spending $20 million a year, they're fully funded through 2026. So one bull case you could have is that they don't need to dilute or pull money out of retail shareholders. But if you are truly long and truly believe in this company, they should pull more cash because they're only set up for 1 year and they need cash to continue operations and also expand. So don't look at the offering as a bad thing if you are someone who is fully into the stock and love it. But if you are someone who's a a trader, swing trader, that is also a contrarian view. You know, why are they pulling money when they don't need it? They just signed a great deal with, I forget who it was. It doesn't matter, but they've got this nice deal. It's going off PR at the moment, 145 million shares outstanding. So what's ultimately going to happen is sales are going to have to come up to the hundreds of millions to reflect a healthy stock price, because right now they only do 100,000 in sales and they've got a $1 billion market cap, and that's with our current estimates. I'm gonna do a little preview here, but institutions are actually selling here. So just be very, very, I wouldn't even I'm not even gonna take a position in this company. But if you are an absolute swing trader, not swing trader, day trader, momentum trader, this is your jam. This is something you should definitely put on your watch list and consider, because the momentum's there, the volume's there, the record volume is there. So analysts have a price target of 271. My price target is 772, and that is solely because the market cap is 1.1 billion. If the market cap was not 1.1 billion, this would be under 50 cents. So take that for what you will. Looking at insider ownership. So one thing that I do not like about this company, we can agree to disagree. If this company was as amazing as anyone thinks it is, wouldn't they want to own more of their own company? Insiders own 1.59% and they're selling. They have a 1.59% ownership in the whole company. I don't know about you, but if you own your own company and it's publicly traded, you want to own it. So I don't like that. Old data shows 23.79% for institutional owners. New data shows 23.53%. So we're actually seeing institutional ownership go down. And we have it right here as well. And you can go to fintel.io right here and type in LWLG. So institutions and hedge funds, they might be already peeling their money back, but you never let a good crisis go to waste. You never let a good opportunity go to waste. I think this is a great opportunity for momentum traders and big money to easily take this to 20 plus, because the amount of record buying volume, I'm going to go back several slides here, so I do apologize for the skipping. This record level of buying, look at what it took before to get the stock to move. Look at now. I mean, this is absolutely insane. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Absolutely insane. So getting a mixed picture here with that, but I'm not too fond of this one. I don't like that institutions don't own this. I don't like that they only make 100,000. They spend 20 million. But again, momentum, this thing might go to 20. I think there's a good chance. So my thesis here, this is a pure momentum play. The supports, if this candle were to break down, we're going to be looking for $4.44, $3.80, and $3.25. These have historically been very good areas for the stock to rest and get some support. Now, if this stock decides to go bonkers, we're looking for $7.92, $9.03, $10.66. The area to watch is the all-time high, and the apex is the all-time high. Based on the volume that we've seen, the level of volume, I think this could clear 20s, no problem. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at FinViz. I just want to see if revenues, margins, and profit are actually on the up and up here. Excuse me. Okay, so we're on the quarterly here. You guys can see. Sorry for that quick scroll. That was annoying. Okay, total revenues 20,000, 30,000, 30,000. That's pretty crazy. Let's check the annual basis because we saw 100,000. Okay, here we go. 100, 100. So yeah, in the quarterly, they're going to make 25K, 30K, 30K, etc. Gross profits, negative, negative, negative. Cost of goods. So yeah, they're spending 510,000 to make 25,000. So obviously the margins are going to be absolutely horrible. Net income, they're just not getting anywhere towards profitability. Actually looks like they're getting further away. But their biggest hurdle right now is going to be, with this new agreement, expanding and getting income. That's what the focus needs to be here. Right now, the stock price is pricing in sunshine and rainbows, and everything is looking good. And the TAM, total addressable market, in the billions is coming in. It's not. So everyone's high on this stock right now, and it's a good time to be high because the stock is very volatile and could move to the upside. Again, the gross margin is absolutely disgusting. So, yeah, the shares outstanding 124. These are on a quarterly basis. So 124, 126, 132. That is 8 million shares within 3 quarters in 2025. That's pretty ugly. I don't like that one bit. And their cash, they should have, yeah, huge cash. They just did an offering in December. This is the quarterly. Total assets, 44 million. Total liabilities, 3.6 million. So assets worth liabilities by 10x. But again, this company is being absolutely dependent on the market cap of day traders, volatility traders, momentum traders, volume-based traders. All that is what is driving the stock up right now. Give this stock a month and a half, 3 months, 6 months. Once the dust settles and the momentum fades, I think this stock will be going back down to the threes. It'll be a bit. Could be 6 months, but give it some time. And then with all the cash that they do have, they're pretty set. But again, they're spending 20 million a year. So I got to be very cautious about that. Let's go ahead and look at the advanced charting on Think or Swim right here. All right. Essentially everything we just saw, this volume is absolutely crazy, and we're halfway through the month and we're already at 75, almost 76 million shares. I mean, this stock will probably get over 130, 140 million in volume for the month of March 2026, which is insane to say. If we look at the prior trading history, Look at how volatile this stock was just to make this move. And now look at now, I have no words other than buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. We will see some resistance again at those three levels. And then we have our Fibonacci resistance. If we do break 20 plus, I think it's going to be considered a blue sky breakout. There's nothing stopping the stock from going to $100. I've seen it several times with several companies, with ones that actually had revenues, income that were in the millions. So this could go until big money pulls out or Robinhood stops the trading. Yeah, this one could get pretty wild, pretty fast. Very excited for those who are in it and are optimistic and play the volume. But in terms of a long-term company holding until you're 60, I would wait a little bit until the announcements they did say come to fruition. We have income, they have growth plans, they have business that's been operating for years, and so on. So enjoy this video. This one has been always interesting to look at, good case study. But I think the healthy, realistic area for this stock is this line right here. Right here. So if this stock, we're going to give it a few months. If it comes back down to $1.30, $1.20 in 2027, that's fine and doable. I think it's healthy. All stocks got to go through cycles, and this one's going through a very fun cycle right now. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. Whether you agree or disagree with me, let me know what you think. Always happy to look at tickers and give you my side. And as always, whatever I say, use your analysis as well and kind of use my information as some type of supporting or argument against why you think, because I think that's what makes investors nimble, profitable, and just aware, being able to look at several different views without getting upset and seeing why I came to view a stock the way I did, and same with you. So anyway, that's all I've got. Take care. See you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm not gonna see you tomorrow. I'll see you in the next one.